Hello, hello, Aries. Kapualani here with your girl and her moon Capricorn full moon reading. Let's dive in and let's see, Spirit, what does Aries need to know? What is the message for Aries this Capricorn full moon? Okay, so we've got the High Priestess, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, we've got the Judgment card. Okay, so your message from the universe is to be discerning, to use your gut instincts, your intuition, and remember to detach, right, from the emotional ebbing and flowing that kind of circulates. You may feel inclined to keep more to yourself. What's being brought into your awareness with this Ten of Pentacles, house, home, stability and security, maybe even choices and decisions that are going to have a lasting impact on your long-term future, okay, future goals and so forth. Again, security and foundations are going to be very important here for you. And so again, the discernment that you're having maybe is about just what moves you're making slow moves, understanding that there's more beneath the surface that's going on at this time. Okay, and the High Priestess, in alignment with that moon card, tells us that not everything, or everyone for that matter, may be as they seem. So what are you potentially revisiting with this Judgment card here? Okay, Judgment does herald in revival, okay, renewal, second chances. There are also revelations that come through. There could be, again, a significant choice or significant choices and decisions coming around for you to consider that you're going to be stepping into, that again are going to be having a lasting impact. So just again, be mindful in terms of how you react versus respond. Just as a note, the High Priestess connects to Cancerian energy, Pisces and Scorpio as well, with those water signs. And judgment's always an interesting one for me, Aries. I believe that Judgment aligns with okay, so there were a few of them. Scorpio and Leo, I believe, were two of a more core, signs that I felt were associated, and Libra potentially. So take it or leave it, all good. You're not going to hurt my feelings if it doesn't resonate, but it is for those who do resonate with that. Okay, but let's get you some advice for this full moon, for a smooth full moon. Yeah, Two of Swords. Okay, sometimes the best answer, the best reaction, the best response is none at all until we have the information that can help tip the scales one way or another. It may again be time to use your intuitive discernment, your psychic senses to guide you and to see you through. Don't feel bad if it appears as though there's an opportunity, at your door and you're just not inclined to jump on it right away. Okay, it may be something that will be coming back around again, or perhaps it was an opportunity from the past and you're seeing it coming around again. And so now you're like, has anything significant changed or shifted that can bring you out of this kind of, I don't know why, but the word stalemate is coming to mind, Aries. So, let's go back to this Two of Swords. This is going to be your advice, right? And so with the Two of Swords, meditation, going inward, not getting caught up in the thought process, all right? Try not to lean too much on making logical sense out of things. This is going to be a situation, again, where your gut will guide you, okay? Let your gut guide you, okay? All right. Transitions. There's something with transitions. I just had to make mention of that. Sorry about that, Aries. But let's see what your soul is craving this full moon. I love it. You've got 2 10s here. So cycles, there's something very significant. Cycles ending and beginning. We have two energies here. So 2, look at this, 20 with Judgment, 10 10. Something with 2 is coming in big time. 2 22, possibly, definitely the number 2, 10 20, 10 10. Okay, 2020 vision. Hindsight is 2020. You're wanting comfort, you're craving connection, you're craving community, you're craving togetherness, you're craving a space of security, both physically and financially, as well as emotionally, maybe even on that kind of soul level of camaraderie. If you are an entrepreneur, you're really wanting for your business to feel a bit more settled, a bit more aligned and in resonant in harmony with the people who work with you, whether it's your employees, your staff, right? Whether it's collaborators, co-collaborators, whether it's just even your clients, whether you are your own boss, you are your own staff, you wear all the hats, right? And maybe it's just about the clients that you work with, okay? So I really like the synchronicities that we're seeing here for you, Aries. Please don't hesitate, all right? Hit us up, girlonourmoon.com. Schedule that session. Let's dive in and see what else this moon has to offer. If there's any other areas that you're wanting to look into. I also want to put in a little bit of a reminder, as always, to check into your moon and rising signs for sure. I always like to add in that Venus and North Node. I like a lot of stuff, quite frankly. But again, up to you, but definitely at minimum moon and rising for some deeper insights, okay? But just remember, we're here for you, whether it's a live 45-minute reading or a pre-recorded reading, okay? So take good care. Have a beautiful and blessed Capricorn full moon. Hey, Taurus, Kapualani here. We're going to dive into your girl and her moon Capricorn full moon reading. So let's tune in. Spirit, what do we have for Taurus? Thank you so much. This is for Taurus, Spirit, for the Capricorn full moon. Taurus is reading for the Capricorn full moon. Ooh, the Tower energy, something shocking. Just kidding. So the Tower is Scorpio energy, and please forgive me, I know that there's another sign associated. I think it's Aries, actually. So yeah, Scorpio, Aries energy with the Tower card. There could be a bit of shell shock is what I'm getting. Please take a breath. A lot of the times when I see the Tower card, if it has nothing to do with some kind of a significant change or breakthrough, a shocking turn of events, it could even be something that, a change or a surprise that you're going to see coming, but that one way or another, something is breaking away, breaking free, breaking through here. Sometimes, though, on a more practical, mundane level, not that that can't be practical and mundane, Taurus, let's face it, but I tend to see this Tower energy as the mental state. All right. I tend to see this as like we're kind of going down a dark spiral and we just need to breathe, like all of the thoughts go into the worst case scenario. So I want you to just be very attentive to your mental health, wellness, well-being, okay, your emotions, that kind of thing, whatever the case may be. Ground yourself, maybe a crown chakra cleanse, balancing, something along those lines may be very beneficial, okay? So I just want to put that out there for you. Let's see, keep going here. Okay, Spirit, what will be brought into your awareness here, Taurus? What's going to be brought into Taurus's awareness? Let's continue this on. Ooh, Justice, Libra energy, scales of balance. There may be either an important decision. Some of you, anyone, if you're dealing with any kind of legal affairs, matters, documents, contracts, agreements, even if it's just a verbal agreement, that sort of thing, that may be something coming about. There could be something that, I almost want to say if you didn't read the fine print, there may be something that you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I overlooked this. Oh my gosh, I mean, this can be a positive thing, okay? We often forget that the Tower can be a positive, significant change. That's like an overnight sensation. And so maybe there's going to be some type of a contractual offer, something that you're holding space for. And I'm holding space on this for you, Taurus, but there could be something that you were waiting on to get clearance or to get acceptance, to go your way, okay? That may likely come through with the energies of this Capricorn full moon. So let's see what you're revisiting this full moon, Spirit. What is Taurus revisiting here? Flying out into the stratosphere, the Three of Cups. Okay. So there's joyful kind of celebrations, agreements. Again, this may hinge on something related to timing, past, present, future here. That should be, I feel like it's something that should work in your favor. If there's a birthday to be celebrated, there could be a surprise party or an anniversary. I know this isn't your season necessarily for birthday celebrations, Taurus, obviously, but if it's someone that you know, or if you have like maybe there's a raise that you're gonna be receiving, maybe there's some kind of a proposal. It doesn't have to necessarily be a marriage proposal, but I'm saying this so I don't know if you are someone who gets that marriage proposal. Let us know, okay? Like validate that for us. But let's get you some advice for a smooth full moon. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is energy that's advice and working on your behalf, okay? Focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses, okay? With the 5 of Pentacles, don't push yourself to do anything new. Don't push yourself to try to go into uncharted waters. Right now, I'm getting self-care is going to be a big deal. The physical wellness and well-being. You might feel a little bit slow and sluggish. So this is a time to regain your strength and your energy, to be surrounded in good company, okay? Company that cares for you and is going to be recharging to your health and to your senses is what I'm getting also. Okay, some advice. I feel also with the 5 of Pentacles, because the 5 of Pentacles can come through during times when we're feeling pretty down and out, right? And this is about what we're revisiting. So, if there's any kind of unkindness that you are moving on from, this is a sign and a symbol of recovery. Okay, we're coming in from the cold. Okay, there may be more aligned spaces for you that are going to be coming through this full moon portal. So let's see, last but not least, what sort of vacation is your soul craving, Taurus? Spirit, what is Taurus's vacation mode energy? Oh, we got 2 cards here. Hey, look at that. Revival of that rose. We got 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups, and the Son of Pentacles. So yeah, you're going to be bouncing back, okay? I feel like if there's been any strain in relationship connections, especially whether it's friendship or love, that will get cleared. And the thing here is that in the recovery process, in working toward making things better or strengthening things, bonds, foundations, whatever the case may be, the Son of Pentacles is all about slow and steady. Especially when we see this 5 of Pentacles, we're not rushing here, okay? We're not rushing here. There's going to be a breakthrough. There's going to be whatever it is. I want you to know that it's divinely timed and ordered. I want you to know that it is karmically related. Okay, and even if it doesn't seem so great, it's not the most savory experience, this is something that it's not going to end you. It's not going to just break everything down. All right, this is actually something that's shifting you into a space of healing and recovery, what I'm getting. Okay, Taurus, so I encourage you as always, all right, check out your moon and rising signs for some in-depth info, some extra guidance. I like to go off a little bit more into the Venus and North Node routes as well. You never know what's going to come through and if it'll resonate. But at any rate, please do book with us. I am Kapualani. Hello, girlonermoon.com. Excuse me, a little excited here for a 45-minute live or pre-recorded reading. We are here for you. Have a blessed and bright Capricorn full moon. Taurus, thanks for being here. Greetings, Gemini. Kapualani here. We've got your girl and her moon, Capricorn full moon reading. So Gemini, what is Gemini's message, Spirit, for this Capricorn full moon? Thank you, Spirit. What is Gemini's message here? Message from the universe. What does Gemini need to hear? Okay, we've got the 4 of Wands. I'm hearing foundations. I'm hearing relationships. I'm hearing getting clarity for the vision to come together. Celebrations. Okay, good times. I feel like there's going to be a coming together with yourself and yourself and some type of a long-term goal is starting to merge into clarity. What I mean by that, Gemini, is whatever you've been holding space to, I feel like, how should I put this? Okay, let's rewind a little bit. 4 of Wands is about potentially new partnerships, whether it's partnerships in love or partnerships in work, because the Wands is creative life force energy. right? This could just deal with you and your own sort of outlook or output in terms of what you are holding space to co-create and manifest. One way or another, you're going to get a strong feeling or foothold again. It's like something is feeling like you're going to get a little bit of a recharge one way or another. Four of Wands does tend to be a celebratory card in that it's also saying like you are being celebrated, you and another are being celebrated. So just be open to that kind of energy of uplifting, okay? What will this full moon bring into your awareness? What is this full moon bringing into Gemini's awareness, spirit? Look at this, the sun. We got some bright energies here. So I'm being drawn to the solar plexus. This is all about your choices and feeling free, freedom opening up, feeling like you can step into your joy again, feeling a sense of expansion again. With the sun, nothing is hidden, all things are revealed. And so you can just rest assured there are no false pretenses, there are no hidden agendas around you. I just feel like I need to say that. Anywhere that you may think that there really is, and if there really is one, it's going to be aired out. It's going to become clear, okay? But more than anything, with the sun, we're focusing on joy. There's something about really reminding you to stay present to the moment and to understand that you are a liberated individual. Okay, freedom, I don't know why, but this is for somebody. Freedom is in the palm of your hands. So try not to hold yourself back from just kind of breathing a sigh of relief for whatever reason is what I'm getting here. Okay, something about a focal point as well. So Spirit, what does Gemini need to potentially revisit this Capricorn full moon? Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. What is Gemini potentially revisiting? So we got two cards here. We've got the Eight of Cups, the Two of Wands. So it's something that you've been walking away from, something that you're going to be opening up to. Okay, again, a vision that's going to be opening up. Focusing as you're walking away from something, someone, as you're moving on. Sometimes we have a tendency of just feeling exhausted, down and out. There may not be a lot of explanation or story behind it. We're just tired. You know what I'm saying? And so the advice and the guidance here is for you to just focus on those short-term steps, one foot in front of the other, getting excited about what's on the horizon, that there is a bright side to all of this. Okay, you might be feeling drained, you might be feeling depleted. Now we're going to be moving into a space of getting recharged in a very gentle and more effortless kind of way is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's get you some advice for a smooth full moon. Spirit, what is Gemini's advice and guidance here for a smooth full moon? Thank you, Spirit. Gemini's advice and guidance to have a nice smooth full moon. Let's see, Spirit. Too many cards. We've got, but I'm just going to take that top one. Okay, Eight of Swords. We got 8 and 8 here. I like that. So 8 is going to be a significant number. 88, angel number. Just a little bit of homework if you want to look into that. But this, with 8 energies, it's about that infinity sign, right? So there's something here with going with renewal, with the balancing of the yin and the yang, all right? The 8 of Swords here in this position of advice is just saying to set yourself free. Okay? You're in a state of transition. Things are in a space of development. Again, nothing is hidden. You don't have to be afraid that there's something that's going to sneak out, pop out from around the corner that you weren't anticipating. All right. Whatever it is that's going on, it's something that's going on inside of you. So this is a time to just clear your mind, remove the blindfolds, release yourself from any feelings of having your hands tied or being tied up with stuff. You have the power to set yourself free. You have the power to set yourself free. Okay, it's going to serve you to just walk away from anything or anyone that's not resonating with that energy, the spirit of joy, the spirit of being present to the moment. So letting go of past hurts or harms is what I don't know why, but just for somebody, I hope this resonates. But yeah, the 8 of Swords is like, get out of your mind. Try not to overanalyze things. We know you're just itching to get to the finish line of something. But just like a cake baking in the oven, it needs to finish baking. And even when it's done baking, you still need to give it time to cool off before you either, put the frosting on it or icing or whatever you want to, put on it as an extra or even if you don't want to put it in, just to eat, like cool off so you can eat it, right? And not burn your mouth or watch the cake completely fall apart, right? So, Spirit, what kind of vacation or breakdown is Gemini's soul craving here for this Capricorn full moon? Thank you, Spirit. It's a message for Gemini in closing, Spirit. Thank you. There we go. 8. Oh my God. 888. Triple eights here. Lucky numbers. So there's something. Okay. Anywhere that you are feeling in the dark, light will be shed. Light is going to be shed. Okay, this is going to be a time for adjustments. This is going to be a time to just sort of like tie up the loose ends. I don't know why, but I'm getting like anything that you may have forgotten, like this is that chance to get it done, to complete the process, that sort of thing. Okay, everything does come back to center, so please remember that, Gemini. I just had to kind of point that out or say that. But again, this is a time for adjustment. This is time to shift gears in how you're going about doing what you're doing. Okay, it's a time for you to, like, you don't have to put in quite as much effort, or you're not needing to keep go go go. This is time to slow down and again shift gears. Okay, Gemini, so I want to encourage you to check out your moon and rising signs for some deeper insights. All right, and then also when you're done with that, maybe even your Venus and North Node for a bit of extra insights. And then feel free, please, to visit us girlandhermoon.com and book your session with us today, a 45-minute live or pre-recorded session. We're here for you. But have a blessed Capricorn full moon, Gemini. Till next time. Thanks so much. Hey, Cancer. Kapualani here with your girl and her moon Capricorn full moon reading. Thank you so much for being here, Cancer. Spirit, what does Cancer need to know in regards to this Capricorn full moon? What is Cancer's message here? Okay, so we've got some cards. To be fair, I did get exposed right side up. I'm going to do this one slightly differently. Some of the, just to be fair, because I'm all like getting in my head, I'm just like, oh my gosh, for some of them, I've just kind of kept them out and kept them in one position. But when I'm opening things up, I just feel guided to go this way. So I hope you don't mind, Cancer. All right, 8 of Wands, Mother of Pentacles, the Lovers. Okay, so what you need to hear from the universe, things are going to go very, very quickly. It's going to move fast. So don't worry if you're feeling like something has been slow or a drag, or if you're wondering if it's going to be that way. There will be a harmony, and or harmony is needed, all right, in order for things to move in that kind of a smooth direction. But I do feel that you are surrounded by the right energies, the right people who are going to be in sync and in step with you and where you're wanting to kind of flow. Okay, so I feel like after a period of putting things together, now it's like ignition. Okay, so what is this full moon bringing to your awareness? Mother of Pentacles. So the Mother of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, it's stability. You know, all about stability and foundations for the future. It's about prioritizing your own physicality or physical experience, whether it's your actual physical body, okay, and self-care in that way, whether it's, so what I mean with that, you know, physical body health and that kind of a thing, and focusing on having, you know, when we're looking and we're getting in shape and we're starting to project, okay, 5 years from now, how do I want to feel, what do I want to look like? Similarly, how do you want your life to look? You know what I mean? You know, I don't know why, but I just got that like 5 years from now or whatnot. And so that energy of stability again is coming into mind with this Mother of Pentacles, and prioritizing that sort of energy of foundation from, let's say, nutrition and you know, I don't know, exercise, or at least, you know, things that are going to be, again, caring for your health and wellness in that regard, as well as your finances and material world, okay? And what will you be potentially revisiting? The Lover, significant choice, a significant decision or shift that's underway, that's happening, that's carrying through, that's seeing you through. There may be something in terms of an agreement or possibly a contract, but definitely you're ready to shift to the next level. And so I feel like this overall could really just be shining a light on an acceleration of things, okay? And you stepping into your next level. All right, whatever that focus is, but in this case, it does seem to have how should it be, a highlight, excuse me, on the on your finances, or the future of your finances, the future of your health and wellness again. Okay, your sense of comfort. Okay, all right. Let's get you some advice for a smooth full moon. Spirit, what does Cancer need to know in terms of advice for a smooth full moon? Thank you. We've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Daughter of Wands. We'll keep these two here. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to take a moment to pause. Okay, so there's going to be a return on investments coming through. 2 sixes. And even though this is the Page of Wands, figure 8. Just a note, fire and figure 8. So there's something with clarifying a vision, opening up to a new experience, adventure, exploration energies. Be curious. Okay, don't be afraid to try new things. I feel like there could be a potential of you opening up to a new cycle that uses your creative energy, your psychic, spiritual energy, or it could just be about a new, I don't want to just say experience, new way of seeing things, of doing things, maybe even dealing with a hobby, or because of the wealth aspect, branching out. Maybe you're going to be branching out. Maybe there's something that you already have a foundation with that now is going to be seeing some growth, and we're going to be nurturing growth for what's to come. Okay, that's just a message that just came through. But otherwise, let's see, what kind of vacation is your soul craving? What kind of vacation is Cancer's soul craving, Spirit? Thank you. High Priestess. So Cancer energies, Gemini energies here. And then, of course, I just want to make a little nod to the signs coming through with the Mother of Pentacles. Of course, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, Gemini, and then we've got that fire sign here for that Page of Wands, the Daughter of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and then High Priestess with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, so again, what sort of vacation is your soul craving? High Priestess, I don't know why, but I'm getting keeping to yourself. Keep it to yourself. I mean, this is your card, Cancer, so you're just going to be like thriving in your space here, trusting your intuition, keeping certain information to yourself until your gut, your instincts tell you that it's time to share, if at all. Right? Recognizing that there may be a lot that's in flux right now, a lot that's developing, but we don't need to jump the gun, jump to any kind of conclusions. It could just be that, again, things need time to develop, and you're going to be seeing the blossoming. We're going to be seeing the sprouting of some of that coming through. Even again, some things are going to be bearing fruit. Whatever it is that you've been working on, you're going to start to see some results that are developing. It's almost like a garden that starts with a seed, and then suddenly there's something big is sprouted. It was like from this, and now it's like whoa, and then finally you're starting to see something coming into fruition, a fruit, a vegetable, whatever it is, a flower. Okay, Cancer. But one way or another here, I feel like because we've got this High Priestess energy shining through again, this is your card. And what are you craving? I feel like it's about just being at home in your center, being in your zone and in your own sacred space, okay, and being welcoming and open of all of the good that's coming your way and that's developing, because I see that for you, Cancer, okay, and it's really exciting. So I want to wish you a beautiful and blessed Capricorn full moon, and encourage you to check out your moon and rising signs for some deeper insights. Of course, if you want to take an even deeper dive, maybe check out your Venus and North Node signs as well. You never know. Otherwise, we are here for you, of course, girlandhermoon.com. So schedule your live 45-minute reading with us or a pre-recorded. We're obviously happy to be here for you. Sorry about that, Cancer. Have a beautiful, again, Capricorn full moon. Till next time. Greetings, Leo. What's up? What's up, Leo? How are you? Kapualani here. I've got your girl and her moon, Capricorn full moon reading. Let's tap in. Let's get aligned. And Spirit, tell us, what is the message for Leo from the universe? this Capricorn full moon, Spirit? What is Leo's message? What is Leo's message, Spirit? Thank you. Leo's message, this Capricorn full moon. I just heard patience and resilience. I'm just going to say that. So we've got Temperance, Sagittarius energy right off the bat. We've got the Two of Wands. We've got the Ace of Cups. Okay, so keeping yourself in balance, okay? I don't know why, but I was just going to say it's not exactly slow and steady. It's just steadiness, okay? Find that happy middle ground. Focus on, it's not just, okay, focus on the path ahead, but we're finding that we're juggling a little bit. But you got this, okay? You are being divinely guided. And whatever it is that you're doing, you want to make sure that you are mindful of the quality of your effort, of what you're putting in, as well as the quantity. Okay, and vice versa. We don't want to get too overly focused on quality that we just like, oh, okay, I haven't produced one thing. You know what I mean? It's again that balance that we are striking up here. All right. And with this Two of Wands, what is this moon bringing into your awareness? Just taking it step by step. All right. We see the horizon. We're excited about the journey that's ahead. And we know that from this point to the horizon, we never actually get to the horizon, right? It just continues to elude you. And so it's about appreciating where you're at in the moment, right here, right now, with respect to making sure that we're, not just looking at our feet on the ground and those steps, but it's again, that balance, that mindfulness. I don't know why, Leo, but I'm thinking about when you're driving, there are like certain techniques, right? They're supposed to follow the rules of the road, and it's like scanning the road and making sure that you're continuing to scan the road as you're driving on the journey. You're not just fixating on the journey, but you're staying open to just whatever it might be coming through. It's coming at you. What are the other cars doing, or pedestrians, or whatever the case may be, okay? Weather. And so we're getting excited about the journey ahead, but understanding that in order to get to that goal, we've got to start somewhere, and not just start, but we've got to take those steps, right, to get to those bigger mile markers down the way. All right. So what are you potentially revisiting? Ace of Cups. What brings you joy and fulfillment? Okay. Fill your cup. Okay, fresh starts with the Ace of Cups. We like all the cards. Sorry about that, But with the aces, we get really excited. We're like, yes, because they're so validating. They're so affirming that whatever it is that you're doing here, okay? And it's funny, Spirit's like adding on and adding on, but we've got the water and we've got the fire. Water and fire here. That balances alchemy. So there's something with spirit and soul, all right, that's syncing up with feeling and action. Don't just take the action and take the action and take the action, but understand how those actions are affecting you and affecting those around you. All right. So it's quality control here that we're looking at in so many ways. Okay. So you want to make sure that I'm also getting be mindful of what's at the heart of the matter for whatever reason. So the heart of the matter and fresh starts, new cycles that are going to be opening up potentially in love, in heart healing, in healing energy, in soulfulness, whatever it is that really is satisfying to your soul. Big time is what I'm getting, okay? So let's get you some advice. I don't know why I just grabbed this one. I'm going to go with it. I did it for a reason. Usually I would just shuffle, let it pop out, but I grabbed this one for a reason. So let's see, Spirit. Don't let me down. Let's get some advice for Leo here. The Devil. Have fun and play. Balance your work life. What is it? Work-life balance, okay? And I heard all things in moderation, all right? So advice here is get to it. But align, streamline. The Devil is a focus on self-limiting habits, patterns, and behaviors, becoming self-aware so that we can free ourselves from such cycles of toxicity or cycles of insanity. All right. It's a balance again with all things. Quite frankly, when we see the Devil, there can be a tendency to fixate on the results, fixate on the end result rather than the steps that need to take place in order to land those results successfully, and you want them to really stick. You don't want to just, yeah, I got the results, and then it slips through your hands. You know, it's fleeting. This is something that we're wanting to build to last. For some reason, that's what I'm getting. So whether this is like whatever your goal may be, whatever is very, you know, important or significant to you right now, whether it's a relationship, whether it's your career, whether it's a number of those things, and you're just feeling scattered and clueless, the devil really knows how to strategize, create structure, and make it happen. Right? We're bringing something into realness here. Something is taking shape physically, and because of the devil, Capricorn. Hello, Kapualani, Capricorn full moon, Capricorn energy. Use this energy to work on your behalf. Okay, use it to work on your behalf. All right. That kind of, especially if you've got a lot of energy to channel, don't scatter your energy, streamline it, okay? Make it work out for you. Make it work on your behalf. All right, Spirit, what is Leo's message? What is the downtime that you're craving? All right, vacation. We got Ace of Pentacles. We got Mother of Swords. Look at this. We got aces, baby. Aces. 1 + 1 is 2. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be silly, but I'm just being silly right now. And Mother of Swords. Okay, so bullseye here. Okay. Definitely like new cycles for sure. New cycles. Tend to your garden. Water that seed. Okay, but again, with the Queen of Swords here, this is where it's that self-discipline, detaching from the emotions so that we can do things fairly. We can be fair to ourselves, that we're able to be discerning. Okay, this is about being grounded and not just keeping our head in the clouds, but taking that initial step, bringing the thought, the idea into some kind of form, into reality. Okay, that's what we're doing here. And, I know that this is a full moon, and we're like, the full moons are like clearing, cleansing. You want to clear and cleanse away so that you can have a nice fresh field, right? To create, to kind of tend your garden. Like, you want to clear the debris. I usually say that with the 7 of Pentacles. But just got to be a little forgiving on me with this one. Don't get lost in the details, okay? It all starts from the inside out. Give yourself a checklist, break it down, and get organized, all right? And understand that the growth happens from the inside out, and that by focusing, it's not necessarily, get so tunnel vision. But if you are scattered and if you have all of these ideas and all of these things that need to be done, number 1, organize. Number 2, secondly, right? It's not just, okay, organize and make a list. But take that time to just focus one thing at a time. Don't scatter your energies. The things that you're wanting, there will be a place for it. But right now, let that new cycle present itself. Okay, that's going to serve you most. Have those types of boundaries to not get too carried away or off track. We want to stay aligned and on track with things. Know your limits, okay? Know your habits, know your patterns and behaviors so that you can just kind of pull everything together. Be mindful about the process. And I encourage you, Leo, okay, to check out your rising sign, your moon sign for some deeper insights, along with your Venus and North nodes, if that should speak to you. But don't forget, we are here for you, girlandthemoon.com. So schedule with us. We have those 45-minute live sessions as well as the pre-recorded. So we appreciate you and wish you a blessed and beautiful Capricorn full moon. Till next time. Virgo, what is up, Virgo? Kapualani here with your girl and her moon, Capricorn full moon reading. Let's dive in. Get some guidance from Spirit. Spirit, let us know. What does Virgo need to know? What is Virgo's message this Capricorn full moon? What is Virgo's message, Spirit? Virgo's message for this Capricorn full moon. Thank you. Ooh, we've got Daughter of Cups, softness, playfulness, spontaneity, fun, joy, seeing things through childlike eyes, new perceptions, new ways of feeling, opening up to a new cycle of healing and feeling. Virgo, okay, your message from the universe. You may be feeling sensitive and vulnerable at this time, so just don't overdo it. I feel like don't go off into the deep end for some reason. Like, just kind of stick to familiar waters. Don't know why. That's just what came through. Okay. So what will this full moon be bringing into your awareness, Virgo? What will this full moon be bringing into Virgo's awareness? And with this Daughter of Cups energy also, yeah, there may be some surprises coming through, some messages, unexpected, heartfelt messages, something welcoming. That's going to take you by surprise, maybe even messages that will speak to your inner child. So just be mindful of your reaction or response to any what's it called, unexpected communications. Okay, I'm not saying this in a way to scare you at all, but it could be what I mean to say is be open to a pleasant surprise, be open to a pleasant message, even if it's just a sign or a message from the universe giving you a feeling of something. Okay, all right, so again, what will this full moon be bringing into your awareness? What is coming into Virgo's awareness, Spirit, this Capricorn full moon? Daughter of Pentacles. Oh, I love this. So, okay, Virgo. So your soft side is that underbelly is coming through. So messages for sure, okay, and potentially opportunities for new experiences. With this Daughter of Pentacles, this reflects to your energy. And let me just make a note with those water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, with the Daughter of Cups, and then Daughter of Pentacles, of course, your energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So if you have any rising or, moon, those kinds of things, and you know me, I always say Venus and North Node, but maybe that's a little bit of a nod to check out what those messages have for you, if there's anything that resonates there as well. But let's get back to this Daughter of Pentacles. Okay, so you could be feeling a sense of joy, like something, you could have an interest, something or someone that you're getting a vibe about, like a newer experience, a new connection, a new situation potentially. And with the Daughter of Pentacles, I see this as something hands-on and a way to what's the word that I'm looking for? Oh my gosh, my brain. Sorry, Virgo. Maybe you're feeling that way. Maybe you're feeling a little bit like burnt. But I feel like with this Daughter of Pentacles, it's really going to be opening you up to like getting hands-on, new experiences that are hands-on, maybe a new way of making money, something new to learn. Maybe you might be feeling a little bit intimidated because there's going to be an opportunity coming to you, some form of communication or message, whether it's from the universe or that's direct, whether it's something that you're seeing online or that you see in an ad on the side of the road or whatever, that gives you like an idea or a feeling like, ooh, maybe I want to get into this or get into that, whether it's a hobby or whether it's a career path or something like that. It's going to be exploratory energy here, Virgo. So please don't feel any pressure to perform. This is about play. This is about fun, okay? That's like the biggest thing that I want you to know with those messages. Because I know when I put out those words like, oh, new this, it's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Like sometimes it can feel a little intimidating, right? So what are you potentially revisiting? What is Virgo revisiting? Okay, this full moon, Spirit, what is Virgo revisiting? Okay, so we've got some cards landing here. This is a lot of okay, Ace of Swords. I kind of just want to stick with the top one, but I don't, I'm going to give you your fair shake here with these cards. Ace of Swords, Three of Wands, Daughter of Swords. We got 3 out of the 4 page daughter energies here. So messages, big time. New perceptions, big time. A new cycle, something that's going to be opening up as a point of development, of something that could be in development for you. Okay, a new lifestyle, way of living, or something that's going to be, how should I put this? You'll feel, this is something that I feel like, because right now we're looking at emotions, we're looking at the physical, or you know what I mean? Okay, water, earth, and air. Things are going to be coming together. So it's almost like a new reality that is being formed, or that's coming into form, coming into being. Where you may have had any conflict or confusion, you're going to have clarity, okay? There may have been some type of a vision in the past, maybe even when you were a child, okay? And maybe you've worked on it before. Maybe you've tried to manifest something from that vision before, but it just wasn't time. I feel like you're getting an opportunity for reboot, okay? I feel like you're getting an opportunity to do things, not just in a new way. It's kind of like you're not the same person that you were back then, right? You're not the same person that you were yesterday or even an hour ago. Although let's just face it, like an hour ago, you're a lot closer to being who you are now than a year ago, right? So anyway, forgive me. But yeah, so I hope that that's making sense. Yeah, past, present, and future. You know, the ships are coming in. Something that you may again have pushed through before, but you kind of maybe had to cut short, or that you weren't ready, you didn't have enough information, or maybe you were just kind of lost in the details. You're gaining clarity on it, okay? So let's get you some advice for a smooth full moon. What's the advice here? The Devil. Okay, so Virgo, guess what? I'm pretty sure Leo had the Devil card showing up as advice. So it's about not getting caught up in the details, not getting obsessed or fixated on the outcome or the details, like how you're going to make something happen. You could be feeling intimidated with these page cards, excited and open and curious, but you might feel intimidated. And so the Devil is here to say no, like don't get in your own way. Recognize where you need some development and just kind of like hone in on it. Okay, let's streamline our efforts and not scatter them. All right, when we see the Devil, let's simplify, let's overcome any toxic habits, patterns, behaviors, or self-limiting ones for that matter. All right, so Virgo, let's bring it home. What is your soul craving as a vacation, as some downtime? What is Virgo's vacation downtime energy? Spirit? I'm only going to take this top card because this is just way too many. But we've got the Hierophant. You want structure. You want order. There may be a mentor, a guide, or a source of information for you to empower yourself with these bright ideas, with these new experiences or desires that you have for growth. I feel like you're in this space where you're seeing something that's interesting or a new, you know what I mean? You want to have a new cycle. You're in this space where a new cycle is happening, whether you wanted it or not. I feel that it can lead to positive things. The Hierophant is that Taurus energy. So we've got some earth energies that are supporting you here in terms of being practical with whatever it is that you're experiencing. But definitely don't hesitate to reach out to a mentor, a guide, as it resonates for you with the Hierophant, and check in with the higher self, because the Hierophant is also about your higher self as well. Okay, and so all that being said, Virgo, I invite you to take a peek at your moon and rising signs, some deeper insights. I also encourage you to check out your Venus and North nodes. You never know, but we are here for you at girlundermoon.com. So schedule with us your 45-minute live or your pre-recorded reading. All right, so take care and have a beautiful and bright Capricorn full moon. Till next time. What is up, Libra? Kapualani here with your Girl on Her Moon Capricorn full moon reading. Let's dive in. If I can shuffle my cards here. And Spirit, please tell us, what is Libra's core message for this Capricorn full moon? What is your message from the universe? What do you need to hear right now? Spirit, what is Libra's message from the universe? Well, we got like tons of cards here. Almost maybe your full spread. You've got the Three of Pentacles, okay? So collaborations and efforts coming through, getting grounded. Pieces are coming together, pieces of the puzzle, right? Where things haven't added up, what I'm getting, where things have not made sense, where efforts were not balanced or equal. It's all starting to align and come together, like connecting the dots. I don't know why, it's just what I got. You're starting to form a stronger sense of stability in terms of the progress that you're making in regards to your overall bigger picture goals, okay? Starting to feel good about the effort that you're putting into those goals and seeing again the solidification of things taking place and aligning. So if things were up in the air, if it was like going back and forth, you're finally starting to come to ground and feel a bit more settled. Okay, we're not fully settled yet. We're getting there. We're starting to feel the ground beneath our feet. Okay, so what is being brought into your awareness here? Wheel of Fortune, opportunity that's going to be working in your favor, significant cycles, ending and beginning, where things have been slow or stagnated. We're going to be picking up the pace and seeing some movement, where things have just been the same thing, day in and day out, the same thing, day in and day out. We're going to start to see it shifting and evolving. Again, it's not just more of the same. Finally, we're seeing a turn of events, and this is the Wheel of Fortune, Libra. So remember that this is going to be energies that work in your favor, work on your behalf. Okay, so part of the guidance also with these energies is to really look at the bigger picture, okay, and get sort of, how should I put this? You can take a breath. I feel like especially if it's been a little bit like, now you can like, okay, like, you know what I mean? It's one of those. I hope that makes sense. You're not just like, what is she doing? But yeah, you're able to kind of step back, see the bigger picture, not get lost in details, but at the same time, the details are not eluding you either. Okay, you're able to keep up. It's about, again, I don't know why, but I just keep getting it's all coming together. Like things are coming together. All right. What are you potentially revisiting here? Son of Swords. Okay, so maybe there was some kind of a bold move, or I feel like if there was some travel involved, or oh, thank you. Sorry, just a lot of things. I'm hearing contracts. I'm hearing taking bold action, even if you didn't have all the answers. It's almost like if you I don't know why, but I'm thinking about lawyers, like you just got your license to practice law, or you don't yet have your license, but you are like giving advice, and this isn't a bad thing. It's like putting your skills to the test, like all the things that you've studied and learned, we're putting it out there into practical use to see, like we got to build up on that, right? So there's something about skills being built up. And I don't know, if you're watching this, Libra, and you're involved in legal system or matters in any which way, I mean, this may be a message for you, okay? And don't worry, I don't see anything about you getting in trouble. It's just about you maybe being in this position where, again, it might even be that you're not a lawyer, and you're just very well read with whatever the topic is, whereas the people who are actually like doing the thing, or involved in certain cases, don't even know those details. You're like, hey, didn't you see this? Hey, didn't you see that? Hey, you missed out on this detail. So I get this that's where this collaboration's coming into being. I get that this is where there's going to be a turn of events for you. Maybe people are going to be taking you more seriously and saying, oh my gosh, I think Libra really has something here. So look at that. And oh my gosh, star on the rise. I mean, I'm sorry that we're seeing like 9 of Swords here, but this is the vacation, okay? Like, but let's not jump so far ahead. I got to reel myself back here. Star, we love this star energy. This is Aquarius energy, right? This is your advice. So keep dreaming, keep hope and faith alive, all right? If it has felt very daunting lately, the star, it guides you to open up to that inspiration again, okay? Lighten things up, let your imagination and that side of you guide you, okay? Find that bright light off on the horizon, off in the distance, to inspire you onward with the path. And just remember that the star is there as a guiding light, okay? And it's meant for you to, how should I put this? Spirit, you're getting me mixed up here. There's something that maybe, thank you, literal with your dreams. So pay attention to your actual dreams. There may be certain things that you're revisiting with particular dreams or goals that you may have had. And I get this feeling of like letting that rise up again. And, I tend to say this with the star, so please forgive me if it sounds cheesy. But this would also just be a reminder that you are, in fact, the star of your own show. So don't you forget that, okay? Don't forget your importance in your own life story. You are the star of your life story, okay? No one else. 9 of Swords. What kind of break is your soul craving? Some sleep, some rest. My gosh, from the stress, okay? Maybe there's been a lot of worry, anxiety, Maybe it's felt like you can't get enough sleep. So I feel like I want to encourage you to focus on your mental health and wellness. I invite you rather, excuse me, to take that time, turn off the tech. Like, I know it's really hard, but maybe like an hour, I know like that's a stretch, Kapualani. Turn off the tech and give yourself time to unwind before bed. Pull yourself away from being drawn into the details that make your head spin or give you a bit of a headache, all right? We are closing things out of those cycles that gave you stress and anxiety, or whatever it is that feels like it's like I just can't. The 9 energy, it reflects things that are getting ready to end, okay? And remember, with this wheel of fortune, we're shifting into fortune, stars working on your behalf. You may be put in the spotlight for something, or some attention may be placed on you for some efforts that you've put in, and maybe you just, in the past, obviously you just weren't recognized for it. And so that's where, maybe you've been that person behind the scenes that have been doing all of the heavy lifting, and just with, again, no acknowledgement, reward, or even a break. And now you're going to be getting that break. All right, Libra, you're going to be getting that break, and I'm happy for you. So check out your moon and rising signs for some deeper insights. Your Venus, your rising. I just said that. Venus and North nodes, of course, and we're here for you, girlonmoon.com. So schedule with us 45-minute live session or pre-recorded. I wish you a very blessed and bright Capricorn full moon, Libra. Till next time. Scorpio, what is up, Scorpio? I'm Kapualani, and we are here with your girl on her moon, Capricorn full moon reading. So Spirit, tell us, what is Scorpio's message for this Capricorn full moon? Spirit, the devil and the father of swords. We're taking command, we're taking the charge. Devil's kind of been making the rounds a little bit. I think the devil came up for Leo and Virgo. So Scorpio, what's up, what's up? Capricorn energy coming through. Put the wheels into motion. Don't just sit there spinning them in your head. That's the message that came through, especially with this father of swords. Take control and take command of your thoughts, your words, your communications, your ideas. Self-discipline might be needed, okay? A plan of action if you don't already have one. Seeing that plan through if you do have one, okay? Sticking to the plan, not deviating, not getting scattered, not getting spread thin. It's maybe time for you to take control over your mental in terms of mental health, wellness, and well-being, okay? The devil is going to be bringing up just those, kind of struggle points, I should say, okay? The devil is about self-limiting habits, patterns, behaviors, toxic habits, patterns, environments, that kind of thing. Fixating or focusing on the end results without actually doing something to get there, right? It's not just about, oh, how is this going to pay off in the end? Or, well, I don't want to do this unless I know for sure that I'm going to get these results. Sometimes it's like, you know what, especially if you haven't done something before, right? Especially if it's like, okay, I have a plan of attack and da-da-da-da-da-da. It looks good on paper, but I don't, what other guarantee do you need? I don't know why, but someone needs to hear this. What other guarantee do you need to know that you're going to be successful here? Or, you know what I mean? Or at least even just put out the effort and take the steps to head in that direction. Don't be your own worst enemy here. Don't be getting caught up and talking yourself out of like, why? You know what I mean? It's like, it's worth it. You're worth it, Scorpio. All right? So what are you potentially revisiting this full moon? What is Scorpio revisiting, Spirit? This full moon, thank you. What is Scorpio revisiting? And by the way, oops, here we go. Got a lot of backstory here. So, Daughter of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and your card, Scorpio, Death, Transformation. I wanted to touch back on that Father of Swords just for a quick acknowledgement, again, in terms of what's being brought into your awareness. So don't be too rigid. That's the other thing, okay? Not that you really are, but just had to say that. So, what you're revisiting, Daughter of Pentacles, there was a seed that you had planted or something that may have dealt with your home life, with your future finances, with your stability, your foundations. All right, something may have transpired, evolved. I don't know why, but I just got the message. And again, this may not be for everyone, but there may have been a loss or something in, an ending of some sort that affected you, your foundation, family life. It was a family member. But you're going to be, I feel like This is about a new seed that maybe you're planting with the intention of building stability for the future, and a number of choices maybe that were needing to be made. This could be an actual individual, a younger earth sign individual. So that's Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It doesn't have to necessarily be a younger person. This could just be a new experience with the same person, especially because we have Capricorn here and potentially Capricorn energy here. Okay, so something going on there, but I feel like there's room for expansion. I feel like this is something that there may have been a cycle of something being like a new experience in the household or a new way of making money after something significant has happened, transitioned, ended, and brought this about. Okay, like, I mean, it could be the other way around, if that makes sense. But let's get you some advice for a smooth full moon. The Mother of Wands, so the Fire Queen energy. This is about having self-confidence. This is about being mindful that where attention goes, energy flows. So the fixation aspect of things, yeah, Scorpio, don't fixate on the results that you don't want, babe. Okay, fixate on the results that you desire. All right, that's what we're doing here. Co-creation time. So what are you nurturing? You know what I mean? You don't want to just kind of be short-sighted. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to, these eggs can tend to themselves. I'm just going to go on a little bit of a vacation. No, they need your attention and care. All right, a little bit, I don't know why, but they're saying like a little bit of devotion goes a long way in terms of your future, like desires, manifesting your future goals. Okay. All right, so what kind of vacation or downtime is your soul craving, Scorpio? What is Scorpio's soul craving? Okay, High Priestess, you're vibing your own space here. Generally, yeah, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, High Priestess. So you want that space to kind of just be in your own space. I feel like you need some quiet. I feel like you might be feeling like you want some isolation and solitude. Don't isolate too much. Maybe you're feeling like you have a little bit of a full house and you need just your own space. Okay. I feel like I'm hearing like you might also be even tired of lies and deception. Girl, I don't know. If this resonates for somebody, hook yourself up with a reading, okay, babe? We're here for you. Okay. Girlonthemoon.com. Anyway, High Priestess energy. Trust your instincts. Trust your gut. Try not to be too sus. Okay? We don't need to drive ourselves cuckoo bonkers here because remember, it's about the results that we desire. Okay? Not the ones that we don't. So High Priestess, again, breakdown time is just quiet. Maybe you do need just a little bit of decomp space, but trust your instincts on that in terms of timing, when and where, and that kind of a thing. And just realize, okay, and I don't say this in a negative sense, but a positive one. Not everything may be as it seems. You could be a little bit sus about something or someone when it turns out there's nothing to be sus about. All right, because don't forget, Scorpio, you are someone who, like, you're pretty sus. You're like, everything is pretty sus. Everything. There's always a hidden truth. That's not always the case, all right? I just got to tell you that, all right? So Scorpio, check out your moon and rising signs for some deeper insights. I invite you also to take a peek at your Venus and North nodes. It might be enriching. You never know. But again, we are here for you, girlonthemoon.com. So please reach out. We have 45-minute live sessions and pre-recorded, of course, as you know. So take good care. Have a blessed Capricorn full moon. What up, Sagittarius? Kapualani here. Did you like that? Kapualani here with your Capricorn full moon reading. Let's break this down. Spirit, what is Sagittarius's message from the universe? This Capricorn full moon. Thank you, Spirit. Sagittarius, what is Sagittarius's message? Thank you. Got a bunch of cards. I'm just going to take the top one because we got way too many cards here. Okay. Magician energy. Opening things up. You are the creator of your own reality, of your own universe. Okay? With this Magician card. Reclaim your power for those where that resonates. Stand in your truth. I don't know why I had to say that for someone. While you are... Okay, how should I put this, Spirit? I feel like, you know, with this Magician energy... there is a goal in mind, but it's about the practicality of understanding how to line up your steps with the present moment, the here and now, so that you can take the action that makes sense the most, right? With what you're wanting to accomplish or achieve, whatever that goal might be. Okay, so if it's like one of those things where you just like have a vision of yourself surfing on the beach, but you're like in the mountains of Montana or whatever, and you don't even know how to surf, then like where do we start? You know what I mean? Do we buy a surfboard in Montana and, you know, just be like, all right, I'm going to book my ticket to the nearest beach or whatever, ocean, and just go? Like, I don't really, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, I think you can learn to surf without the actual beach. I know that there are artificial wave places, but I digress. Maybe that was not the best analogy. Sagittarius, but I hope you get my meaning. Like, okay, better one, if you're like you see yourself winning a baking competition, but you've never baked anything before in your life, maybe just those, you know, cookies that are like pre-ready for you to just pop in the oven, but like, you know what I mean? So that's where part of it is like, we'll have you watch the cooking show, like, you know what I mean? Something along those lines. Just get started. The vision is there. And if it's been really sticking with you, this is the universe's way of telling you that it's time to do something about it. Okay, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Got the message out. Oh my gosh. All right. So what is being brought into your awareness? All of that in mind and said, Sagittarius. What did I say? Ignition. It's time for ignition. It's time to wear that magic wand. It's time to take the aligned action. Get started. Stop thinking about it. Stop daydreaming. Stop fantasizing. Stop even trying to plan and strategize. Do something about it. Take the action. Take the aligned, inspired action. Okay? It's time. It's time. Sorry, I don't know if you've seen that movie, Still Magnolias. It's time, Daddy. It's time to walk her down the aisle. Sorry. I hope someone got a good laugh with that one. All right, what do you need to revisit? This full moon, Sagittarius, 9 of Cups. Yeah, what brings you joy? I mean, when I'm like laughing and all the jokes coming out for you, Sagittarius, but 9 of Cups, your joy. What brings you joy? What brings you fulfillment? Again, you are the creator of your own reality. Is there someone in the mix that's just like rubbing you the wrong way? Make that choice, whatever that choice is, to free yourself if that's the case. But one way or another, that 9 of Cups, joy, fulfillment, and understanding how to bring that into your own reality, like independently. Okay, this is a feel good energy where you're like, it's me, myself, and I having a good time. And not that other people aren't invited, but I know that they're on the way. That's the thing. You know, if that's what you want, that company, then this is a card that's like, I'm good on my own, but I also know that company's on the way. Good company. You know what I mean? So this is good stuff. And it's also, even like if it has nothing to do with another person, I got everything that I need and more is on the way. Yeah. All right. I like that, Spirit. Good one. Anyway, just patting myself on the back here, Sag. Maybe that's, I don't know, maybe you can relate with that in some way. You know, just, I hope so. And I hope if you're not feeling that kind of feel good energy, this kind of just helps to shift it for you, okay? But let's get you some advice. Advice for Sagittarius, Spirit. What is the advice for Sagittarius around this Capricorn full moon? Thank you, Spirit. What is the advice for Sagittarius, Spirit? Okay, we've got Judgment. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. So the advice, you're going to have a breakthrough or some kind of a realization that will help you to sort of make sense of where you're at in the process, in the development, in the journey. Okay. I feel like with these energies, number one, you know, Judgment does signal the kind of energy of having an epiphany or a revelation, a breakthrough of some sort in terms of a realization that you have. And part of it is getting things, again, lined up. I think you're going to realize, Sagittarius, that you're a lot closer to your goals than you thought. All right. Sometimes once you kind of sit down and line things up, get organized, as it said, You see that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts it's made of. That just came through. There could be second chances on the horizon coming through as well, because sometimes that's what judgment heralds. I almost forgot. Magician is Gemini Virgo energy. Judgment is Scorpio. And I believe, nope, yep, Scorpio. Potentially Leo, potentially Libra. Please check in on that. Let me know what you find. I've done my research, but I always forget because there's just so many cards. Sorry about that, Sag. I mean, I just got the giggles with you, Sag. I don't know what's up. But yeah, that advice here. Yeah. Wherever you're at with this new cycle or new perspective on something, I feel like it's going to be like a refresher to the work that you've already been putting into something or someone or even just yourself, let's just say. Okay? All right, Spirit, what kind of downtime or vacation is Sagittarius craving this full moon? Kind of downtime or break for Sagittarius, Spirit? Thank you. There we go. The world, the bigger picture. Yeah, a significant ending and beginning. A significant. We got some pretty intense cards. Well, I want to say they're pretty intense, excuse me, but expansive is what I wanted, what I meant to say. And we got 1 and 1 here. 1 is going to be significant beginnings, okay? Going to be significant self-empowerment is going to be significant with the world, timing wise, and I always tend to mention this with the world. So 30 days may be significant, the next 30-day cycle. So just kind of be open to that. And with the world, a year cycle or longer, or some, something bigger, for example, like if it's a karmic contract that's closing out so that you can open up to your divine timeline for, just if that resonates. Okay, but having a clear perspective over your situation and circumstances. Sagittarius, fixed signs here. So Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio may have a significance. If you have that one of those signs in your chart, or maybe a couple of them, I really recommend that you check out that reading for some extra insight. Okay. But otherwise, please check out your moon, your rising, maybe your Venus and North nodes. But of course, we're here for you. So book your session with us, a 45-minute live. We're pre-recorded at girlandhermoon.com. But have a beautiful and blessed Capricorn full moon, Sagittarius. And thank you so much for being here. Capricorn, what is up, Capricorn? Kapualani here with your girl and her moon, Capricorn full moon reading. So let's see, Capricorn, what's coming through for you. We've got Daughter of Wands, front and center. Okay, and I'm gonna pull these in a minute, but I want to just stick with the Daughter of Wands. So the first thing that I actually got here, Capricorn, is a thorn in your side. So if there's been something that's been bugging you, try to be self-aware so that you're not unintentionally taking it out on others. I don't know why that just came up. There could be and I'm not saying that you're the type to take things out on someone else, but it's more of just an unintentional, unconscious reaction. Okay, there might be something that's happening, there might be something that's said or done, whatever, that just kind of rubs you the wrong way, and you're just like, man, I don't know why, but that just came through for some. Shifting from that with this Page of Wands, there's a new perspective, okay? A new way of seeing things, a new way of doing things. So definitely new beginnings that are being ushered in, maybe learning a new skill, or if there's something that really speaks to you that lights a fire in your belly in terms of, again, how to go about, it's action based here. Right? So how to go about doing something in a new way that's going to serve you and speak to you. So be open to adventure, be open to trying new things, all right? Be malleable in that respect and have fun with it more than anything else. Okay, we've got Two of Swords. All right, in terms of what is being brought into your awareness. So don't get trapped in your thoughts. Free yourself, especially if you're feeling stuck or like you're at a crossroads of some kind, and keep kind of going back and forth in your mind. There may be certain decisions or choices that you're trying to make, and you just might be feeling like, oh, a little bit like my brain, you know what I mean? So breathe, and if anything, gather more information, and that may be part of, you know, this Page of Wands energy. Maybe there's going to be some new insight coming through to help you make your mind up, or to kind of pivot in one direction versus the other. But just remember, Capricorn, no decision is still a decision, all right? All right, let's see what you might be revisiting this full moon. The Seven of Swords. It's swords and swords. And I'm just going to put this Eight of Swords here in terms of what advice is. But with the Seven of Swords, it's interesting to go 7 and 8 here. So something may be hidden. There may be something that you're having to do over again. So there may be some kind of unfinished business, and maybe that's the thorn in your side. Maybe there was a detail that you had overlooked or missed, and you're just like, what? How could I have missed that? Blah, blah, blah. But with the Seven of Swords, playing things low key, all right? I feel like if there's something that's in the works, because Eight of Swords, something is in development, okay? And there's something about being caught up in the mind and feeling stuck or conflicted mentally, and having difficulty, having a challenge in either making a decision or seeing through and past whatever might just be like spinning your wheels at this time. The Seven of Swords is like, just like give yourself, like, I don't know why I don't, like, this isn't exactly within the same alignment of, you know, thought or the same kind of direction that I'm going in here with going back to this Seven of Swords. But it just plays on, like how I said, I think I said keeping things low key. Look back to moments in the past where maybe you jumped the gun and spoke too soon, and just realize how it serves you, where less is more at times, and how you don't really necessarily need to have all of the details hashed out, and you don't need to have everything strategized and planned before taking certain steps. Yes, you may have to retrace your steps, but sometimes that's okay. Sometimes it's just what's necessary. Sometimes our hands are full, like when it's, you know, you're bringing a load of groceries back, and it just, you know, yeah, you can just like try to, like, you know, put all the bags on each arm and blah, 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 and struggle to get in and struggle with the door, and then everything drops and something breaks. Sometimes we're better off just going back for that one extra bag. Like, no, I can take it in. I can leave it and come back. It's not gonna hurt. You know what I mean? So let it go. Just because something hasn't been fully realized yet, or you can't fully see to the other side of something, it doesn't mean that you're not making progress, okay? It's like, this is not a situation where you have to have it all figured out, right, before you go and do something. This is all about exploration. This is all about, again, just allowing for the experience itself to guide you here, okay? And taking your time and not trying to rush through anything, all right? Okay. Spirit, what is Capricorn's message next for vacation or downtime? So I'm going to give you these three, because it's fair enough. Sorry, I don't want to sound silly. Six of Wands, Temperance, and the Emperor. All right, so Six of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be successful. You're going to be fine. Like, whatever it is that's in development that you're not able to see. Look at that. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it when this happens. I see this chrysalis metamorphosis energy, and then butterfly with wings open. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're going to be great. Okay, Capricorn. This Temperance energy is Sagittarius energy. Emperor is Aries energy. So if those are characters in your story or aspects in your chart, definitely tap into those messages for some deeper insights. But you're wanting to, I don't know why, but I heard the word accelerate. I don't know if that makes sense. You're wanting to up a level. You're wanting to evolve. You're wanting to expand. Okay, you want to feel in charge again. And, you know, maybe you're like, yeah, I don't want to be new at this thing. I want to be a pro. I want to have this figured out. You're going to get there. You're going to figure it out. But all things in moderation. We want quality and quantity. Quality, not just quantity. You know, we want to find that happy middle ground, and you will be able to make it happen, Capricorn. Okay, so just stick with it and you'll get there. So I encourage you, again, check out your rising and moon signs for some deeper insights, along with potentially your Venus and North nodes if those aspects speak to you. Otherwise, we are here for you, girlandthemoon.com, to schedule your 45-minute live reading or a pre-recorded. Okay, so take good care, Capricorn. Thanks for being here. Till next time. Hey Aquarius, how are you? Kapualani here with your girl and her moon, Capricorn full moon reading. So Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know? What is Aquarius's message for this full moon? We've got Cancerian energy, maybe Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but definitely at least Cancer with this Chariot energy. So balance, success over a period of time. There could be travel or some form of movement that's coming up. You could be traveling around this time. You could be making some significant decisions, but you're having to sort of make those decisions as things unfold. Trust that you've got a handle on this. You want to keep a grip on the wheel, on the reins, okay, Aquarius? I don't know why, but I'm getting something about driving it home. Maybe you're actually going back home for a visit if you are not living where you were born and raised, kind of a thing. Don't know, maybe that's for somebody. You're in charge. Take control. Take the reins. Be the leader in your reality, in your story, in your situation here. But again, with the Chariot, it is about balance with the yin and the yang, okay? And trust your own mastery, okay? Just because you cannot see it doesn't mean you can't believe it. I don't know, just had to say that for somebody. And just because it's not right in front of you doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Like wherever you are physically here and now, just because you can't see a certain location, it doesn't mean that it's not there, right? And you're going there, maybe you haven't been there before. And so part of it again is trusting your steps, trusting the process as you move forward, okay? So don't be deterred. What will this full moon be bringing to your awareness, Aquarius? The Hangman. So we have Piscean energy, I believe, with the Hangman here. Water energy coming through. So we're going into the feeling, going into the gut. I feel like there's a lot of independence that we're getting here. Your own unique perspective is going to be necessary, and what is going to be brought into your awareness, Aquarius. Sometimes with the Hangman, it's like I'm reminded that when we are looking at things from a different perspective, if you feel, how should I put this, Spirit? Try not to keep yourself on hold. Recognize if you are like preventing yourself from moving forward, or like if it feels like things have been on pause, you have the power to press that play button again, or press rewind, or press fast forward. I feel like, just know that there is a divine time and order to everything. Don't fight against your own nature for whatever reason. Just become aware of it so that you can make the necessary and authentic adjustments, just to kind of get to the other side of things, or whatever it might be. You might be feeling a little bit vulnerable right now. And so, just lean into divine time in order to guide you as well, is also part of the message that I'm hearing for you, Aquarius. But yeah, with this Hangman, look at things from a different perspective. Open up to your intuition as well. Again, because I said water, right? So gut instinct, feeling energies. And Aquarius, you are intuitive with that air energy. You're that star energy. So let's get back on track here. What do you need to potentially revisit this full moon? What is Aquarius revisiting this full moon, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so we've got a number of cards here. All right. We'll go with them. We got the Ace of Cups. We got Justice. So we got water, more water energy. New starts, fresh starts, heart opening, heart healing, new experiences in love, okay? Justice card, are there contracts with love or soul energy, maybe even a soulmate, or dealing with, how should I put this? Let me just keep going over them. Justice, Libra. Mother of Pentacles, we got Taurus, we got Capricorn and Virgo energies. We got Five of Pentacles, we got the Ace of Swords. So 2 aces here. Again, signifying new beginnings, new starts, breaking through from conflict and making a decision that's in alignment with your heart, okay? That is fair and balanced, especially if it deals with an earth energy, if it deals with your comfort and security, with house and home, with your finances, even with yourself physically, okay? Because Five of Pentacles is recovery energy. After maybe even a period of feeling down and out, of feeling left behind, left in the cold, maybe there was a lack in resources in some way, but things are going to be healing and mending. I don't know, I just kind of had to, those are the messages that I got with these cards here. I don't know, and for someone, I'm getting like fair play. There's something about fair play with love, or decisions that deal with your emotions and how it makes you feel. It doesn't have to necessarily be about love, but it's about how it makes you feel, okay? All right, advice for a smooth full moon. Spirit, what is Aquarius's advice for a smooth full moon? There could just also be just a lot on your mind dealing with security, decisions, making sure that whatever it is that you're doing is fair for everyone. If not, making sure that you're paying attention to the details and being aware of information in contracts, agreements, that kind of thing, okay? There could be a karmic connection that is healing or that will be seeing a fresh start. Okay, but again, advice for Aquarius, Spirit. Oh, just too many. This time I'm just going to take the top. I will say that in this position, or well, not just this position, but this Eight of Swords, I feel like has popped up. I think the Eight of Swords actually appeared for Capricorn, Aquarius. So if you have Capricorn in your chart or around you, maybe take a peek at that one. But with the Eight of Swords, things are in development. Things are in development, a state of metamorphosis. Again, trust your gut. Trust your instincts. Don't hold yourself up. Don't hold yourself back just because, you know what I mean? You don't have steps 9 and 10 figured out yet or whatever. It happens as you do the thing, okay? It happens as you transform, as you evolve, as you live and breathe and take those steps, all right? All right, what kind of vacation, what kind of downtime is your soul craving for this full moon? Aquarius, what is Aquarius craving? What does Aquarius need as a sort of breather? Thank you, Spirit. Two of Pentacles. There's those choices and decisions that we're needing to make. Okay, so balance, balance, balance. Okay, pay attention. Focus on the steps that you're taking. If you're driving, if you're on the move, just be mindful, okay? I'm not saying this as a red flag. I don't want to freak you out, but it's just kind of like keep your balance, keep your focus. Like I said, hands on the wheel, hands on the reins, that kind of thing. When things are in motion, pay attention. Eyes on the road ahead. But otherwise, I feel like it's about, you know, if anything, maybe with whatever recent choices or decisions that you've had to make or that you recently that you are making, I feel like you again, yeah, that word balance, you just kind of want things to balance out and not feel so like that extreme, like, you know, swinging on like the pendulum, like woo woo. You just want things to start to kind of flow and balance and align. All right, that's kind of the bigger piece that I get here with this Two of Pentacles. So I feel like be fair with yourself in that regard, be patient with yourself and others, and it's gonna work out. I just had to say that in closing for you, Aquarius. Okay, so please do visit with your rising and moon signs, maybe even your Venus and North nodes. Again, deeper insight and guidance there. But we're here for you, girlonourmoon.com. So schedule with us your 45-minute live reading session or a pre-recorded, all right? And have a blessed and beautiful Capricorn full moon, Aquarius. Thank you. Hello, Pisces. How are you? Kapualani here with your Capricorn full moon reading. So Spirit, what is the message for Pisces? What does Pisces need to hear in regards to this Capricorn full moon? Thank you. What is Pisces message, Spirit? Message from the universe for Pisces. Thank you. It's a message from the universe for Pisces. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so enjoy the good that you've managed to create, to maintain and sustain for yourself. You're going to be sitting pretty this full moon. You should be feeling very good about your accomplishments, about yourself, about where you are in your journey in terms of accomplishing your goals, in terms of just even feeling good about yourself and like physically with your health and your wealth, just all of that, you know, Pentacles goodness. And what I mean by that again is with Pentacles, it's the earth based. Okay, so you should be feeling pretty comfortable with your life situation and surroundings. You are someone who is admired. Okay, so people see your efforts, they see the progress that you've made. So like, you know what I mean? This is one of those times where you can feel good about feeling good, feel good about you more than anything, Pisces. Okay, you're getting closer and closer to that 10 of Pentacles. So there's a certain confidence that you're kind of encouraged to recognize and embrace. And that, you know, especially if you're feeling a lack, or especially if you've been feeling like, you know, there's always, you know, there's more to be done, there's more to be done. This is the time to slow down and enjoy the fruits of your labors and your efforts. Okay, Pisces, enjoy. So what will, and it's about, you know, things, focusing on things that happen slowly and over a period of time when we have Pentacles involved, all right? Because we want it to stick. This is something that's going to stick and not be fleeting, okay? All right, what will this full moon bring into your awareness? What is the full moon bringing into Pisces awareness, Spirit? What does Pisces need to know? Thank you. I feel like this one wants to come out. I'm just going to grab it. Ooh, look at that. Ace of Cups. Hey, I chose well, I think, right? Fingers crossed, I also Pisces. So, new starts, fresh starts, a reignition. I don't know. I don't normally say reignition with the Ace of Cups, but feel good feelings, feel good surroundings, feel good moments. Okay, it's about acknowledging what brings you joy on an individual level. Your joy is your responsibility, no one else's. Another person's joy is their responsibility, it's not yours. Okay, all we can do is do our best to be there for ourselves, be there for others. All right, but again, remember, like, you are responsible for you, and it's not to say that in a selfish or like narcissistic way at all, but it's about putting your needs first right now and making yourself happy first. Okay, fill your cup as well as what I'm hearing. You're in this place to fill your own cup, and that's okay. You know, feel good about that. Just because you're doing well, don't worry, Pisces. People aren't going to forget about you. Okay, people aren't going to forget about you. So don't worry about kind of making time to just, you know, quality time for yourself in this case. But yeah, fresh starts and new cycles in love, in healing, in joy that you're opening up to. Okay, so what are you potentially revisiting this full moon? We got a number of cards. Oh yeah, I want to count them first. I've been doing this for everybody, and there's been a lot of backstory for a number of the signs, so I'll do it for you, okay? But the biggest ticket that we've got here is the World. So those significant cycles ending and beginning, fixed signs potentially being important or significant, whether they're in your chart or people around you or both. Okay, we got Leo, and it could be Leo season even, that's coming up. But again, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius energies. We've got the Son of Swords. We've got the Nine of Wands, the Hangman, which is your energy. There you are, Pisces, and the Daughter of Wands. I feel like there may have been something, like something's going to get a reset or a bit of a recovery, especially if you've been feeling a bit burnt out or lacking in energy. If you feel like you've just been on the go, like go, 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 nonstop. Again, I feel like you're cycling out of that, able to see the bigger picture, going to be really feeling good about the developments, okay, and things coming together. There could be something bigger that you're working on, a bigger picture that you're embracing. Look back at moments in the past that you've gone through this type of thing. It may not be the same exact situation. But you know, like for example, with entrepreneurs, like when it rains, it pours. And then like when nothing's coming in, then sometimes it feels like a big drought. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm saying, look at the past in terms of how you've cycled through things before, in terms of how you've managed. And then remember, how did it turn out? Everything, even though there was a bit of chaos and everything, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? You know what I mean? And if there are things that feel like it's like, you know, still kind of scraggling, or there's still things that are standing out from the past cycles, this is here to say that that's coming to a close. All right, you're wrapping it up, we're closing that out. But again, look to past successes to get a gauge on the future, you know, in terms of how you're going to manage something, how you're going to get through something. 2 nines. So definitely you're preparing to close out a significant cycle, especially if you've been feeling burnt out. But you are encouraged to push through. Don't give up. You're nearly there. Okay, you're nearly there. So Spirit, what's the advice for Pisces for a smooth full moon? Advice for Pisces having a smooth full moon. We're just going to take the top because I got a bunch of cards again. Forgive me. 10 of Cups. We got Ace of Cups, 10. Oh my goodness. Look at that. House, home, togetherness, community. Good times, good vibes, perhaps a reason to celebrate coming through. I feel like this is going to be a really nice energy for you, this Capricorn full moon, but it is going to have a heavier emphasis on house and home, or things dealing with house and home and pulling something together. It could be a project. It could be, again, just a cycle of something in terms of connection with relationships and so forth. But it feels to be a positive. Okay, so just surround yourself with good vibes, good company. Maybe do a house blessing, a house cleansing, especially if there have been significant changes on the home front or on the communal front. Like if it's a birthday, like I said, or an anniversary, something like that. There may be some get-togethers that you're craving or wanting. How about this? Thank you, Spirit. If you do have a bigger project going on, reach out for help. Reach out for help. There's a community of people that are going to be happy to help you if it's not your actual direct family, okay? Your friends who are like family, okay? Whatnot. And if this deals with work, could be that, okay? But let's see, what sort of vacation or downtime is your soul craving, Pisces? In closing, yeah, you want collaboration, you want togetherness, you want people to come together in support of the bigger goals. Because why? We have a shared goal in common. And so, yeah, okay, be open to that. Don't go at it alone. Express your needs, express from your heart, and there will be people willing to step in and step up is the biggest piece that I'm getting for you here, Pisces. All right, and so the pieces are going to be coming together. Whatever the next phase is, it's actually like it's already taking form. You already have a lot of it done and together. It's just about the way that other pieces are being arranged or continue it, you know, building on, adding on to something. All right, it's see it as a positive addition. Even though it might be a stressful situation, it's going to be work. It's going to be a flow. It's going to be an experience that you can feel good about. All right, and again, you don't have to kind of go at it alone. Even if it is something that you're working on by yourself, there's going to be pieces that can come together in support of your bigger goals, so you're not having to feel like, you know, so compartmentalized, if that is the case. All right, so Pisces, I do encourage you to please check out your rising and moon signs, and if you're savvy, your Venus and North nodes. I always add in Venus and North nodes. You never know, you know. But of course, we are here for you. So please do reach out, schedule your 45-minute live session or a pre-recorded girlonamoon.com. Have a blessed and bright Capricorn full moon, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. Till next time.